And tonight, a familiar face is returning to North Texas and a law enforcement career. Eddie Garcia was just named the new chief of the Fort Worth Police Department.
Yeah, Garcia ran the Dallas PD for several years, right up until he left for Austin last fall. Senior crime and justice reporter Rebecca Lopez has spent 2 decades covering police in North Texas.
She's in the Dallas newsroom to break down what this hire means. Rebecca?
Cynthia, his selection wasn't much of a surprise. The search firm that was helping the city of Fort Worth find a new chief reached out to Garcia to apply, so he threw his hat in the ring. He was also the only finalist that has ever run a big city department. He brings both a wealth of knowledge and a level of popularity that set him apart. In his 3-year tenure in Dallas, he was successful in building trust with the community, boosted morale with the rank and file, and brought down the violent crime rate. He came in with a robust crime plan that dramatically reduced violent crime. He's expected to do the same thing in Fort Worth. He left DPD to take a job in Austin as an assistant city manager, but realized that policing is what he loves to do. It's in his blood. At a recent community meet and greet, he told residents he understands that every community is different and policing has to be tailored to address their needs.
Every community is different. You know, there are communities in our city here that are impacted by violent crime. There's other areas that don't necessarily have violent crime, but they have quality of life issues that we have to respond to, that we're gonna have to listen to them. That builds trust when we do that. That builds trust when our community knows that we care, that we listen.
Garcia is taking over one of Texas's largest police departments, filling the vacancy left after Chief Neil Noakes retired in May. Chris and Izzy.
Yeah, Rebecca, the city identified 3 priorities for its new chief: violent crime, community relations, and officer morale. You covered Garcia for years. How did he address those issues in Dallas?
Well, Chris, before he was even sworn in as Dallas police chief, he had consulted with criminologists to help him create a crime plan, and right away he implemented that plan and brought down the violent crime rate. For transparency, he launched a dashboard online where residents can go see for themselves police misconduct complaints and details on officer-involved shootings. He disciplined officers who did wrong, but he stood by his officers and praised them when they were justified in their actions. I think you're going to see the same thing happen in Fort Worth. Chris and Izzy.
All right, Rebecca, thank you.